Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl Black Girl Minimalism. I'm doing a read downstairs for tonight. I just got a new deck, which is the Modern Goddess Tarot deck, and Simba's at the top of the stairs, so he's gonna be whining in the back. But we're gonna do a quick spread of 8. It's a new deck, so it's probably gonna be sticking to one another, but we'll see what comes out. All right, we already have so much so far. So the first thing to come up is we have the birds that's all around her and the Fool. So the first card to come up is the Fool card. We also receive the Five of Wands. If you take a look at the Five of Wands, it's interesting because you have one person in the middle, and that one person, it looks like they're part of the five, but it's really like they're being boxed in. So you have the Five of Wands where she's like kind of watching her back. There's one person that she's looking at, and she's looking at the person in the middle is looking to the person to her, I would say to her right, and then there's one individual that's just like front facing that's coming directly towards her. So just long story short, she's had to fight off a lot of energy surrounding her. We have the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands because she just gives, obviously this is a fire energy, sunflower, sun, and then she has a black cat that's like just her guy. It's like rubbing itself up against her, which I feel like is so beautiful. We also have the Two of Cups. This is an energy that is it's an energy that comes together in a very beautiful way. It's a mutual respect there as they're looking towards one another. We have the Knight of Swords that's represented coming forward here. And then we also have the three, I think that's, yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So you have three energies that are working to build something. Three particular, not personalities, but energies that are coming together in one common goal. That's how I see it. One is painting, and two are putting a structure together. Maybe one is painting, one is measuring, and one is actually putting the actual structure together. I apologize. Simba's very vocal tonight. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next card to come up is the Eight of Pentacles. So this frequently has to do with, as Pentacles as I see it, is using your skill set to create a space where it's going to kind of pull together your finances and like expand those financial gains for yourself. All right, the next thing to come forward is the Eight of Cups. This is somebody going on a journey, one of which that looks to be exotic, next to water, next to plants. You need to be out in nature, and it's also one that asks for you to go on an outward travel, because it's kind of shown on that trail. So she's going on a travel. We have the Seven of Wands that's facing up, because I said I would do a spread of 8. So what's facing up, the Seven of Wands, this is still very similar to the Five of Wands energy that is being fought off, 3 of which is bearing fruit. So let's start with the Five of Wands, because I want to see what this actually says in the book, and then I'll end with the Two of Cups. So the Five of Wands, I'll put it up to the screen so you guys can see. These cards, the illustration in this deck is so, I was looking for a deck that would just like kind of speak to a more feminine vibe. Nothing, out of the context of what I try to bring on this channel as it pertains to just like freedom of expression, just womanism, and just like that spirit of pulling things forward. So in the Five of Wands, we see a knot of branches. Each one has something to say. Each one wants its opinion to triumph over the other. It's a card of conflict, not a serious argument, but something a more something more akin to a misunderstanding. The key to resolving is found to listening and ability to join forces. So it needs you to kind of call to the energy of like hearing other people's perspective, or somebody needs to hear your perspective. Together we are stronger, says the card. One wand by itself can be broken, but a bundle of wands is more resonant. Sorry, not resonant, resistant. It is time to put egos aside and go in the same direction. If you really take a look at it, they are all going against one another, one of which is really going for it on her own, this front facing individual. But if you look at the structure of how the wands come together, it forms a pattern that creates connectivity. And that's really how it's wanting you to say you're in the middle where you're creating the connectivity of all these different people together. So the last thing I said I would read is the Two of Cups. This card is really, really speaking to me. So let's see what that says. So the Two of Cups is, in the Two of Cups, we found a point of meeting and exchange. In the choice to show our heart to someone who shows us theirs back. It speaks of first dates, the moments when we fall in love, the beginning of the journey. We fall in love with another person or a project, a course of a study, a place we will live. The Two of Cups in this cards don't show all their contents. We cannot immediately know everything another person contains, as happens with us as well. We don't reveal everything right away. We don't know everything right away. We are at the initial moment of exchange, the moment of beating hearts. So it's really calling you to stand in the space of your heart. Don't expect that everything that someone brings forward is going to have to be as is. It kind of gives me it is what it is. Like, sometimes we expect that all of what we expect is supposed to come forward, but that is a process. And if you understand the process, you get how you can pull together differences in general to bring together a common energy. Same thing with the Five of Wands, same thing here with the Two of Cups. It's talking about two different things, but it's bringing about the same idea. So I hope that you guys receive this message. I love you so much. Bye.